Hey, Madison, what can you do?
What? What do you mean?
You really can't do anything, can you? Gosh, you're a woman, and you can't even do housework properly. Normally, can't you cook if you're a woman?
Wait a second. Why are you so mad? Did I do something?
What? You're not aware of what you did? Oh my god, you're like unbelievable. You're a failure as a wife.
I don't understand. Saying that out of the blue doesn't make me feel so great.
Doesn't make you feel so great? That's what I should be saying. You embarrassed me in front of my colleagues.
What are you talking about? What did I ever do to you?
You still don't know? Today's lunch. Didn't I tell you I'm having lunch at a meeting today? So make me a real lunch?
Yeah, you told me. So I made you lunch like I was told, didn't I? I made sure to put in a club sandwich just like you told me. I also made all the sides from scratch.
You call that making a real lunch? Oh my god, this is unbelievable. The moment I opened the lid, it turned me off.
Why? What did you not like? I made everything you asked for.
You know my colleagues look inside my lunch? But what in the world was that? I can't show them a lunch that looks that dull.
Dull? I thought I was being careful about that.
What? Totally not okay. My lunch looked like it was made by an old person.
You're going to say it like that? You know, I have work just like you do. I get up and make breakfast even though I have to leave for work earlier than you. And even though I have a lot on my plate, I made lunch for you like you asked. Why should I have to be told off like this?
It's your own fault you can't even make a decent lunch. Gosh, you're such a letdown. Everyone tried to be polite and told me my lunch looks good. But inside, I bet they were thinking, oh my gosh, look at his lunch. You made me look like a fool. Take some responsibility.
I don't know what to say. I did my best. And your colleagues aren't the kind of people who would make fun of somebody's lunch. They wouldn't do that, right? You're a full-grown adult, you know?
You really don't get it, do you? These kinds of things matter later on. What are you going to do if this puts me in a position that makes me look like a fool?
Making you look like a fool is a little overdramatic.
There you go, making fun of me. Whatever, I threw out over half my lunch. Don't ever make me such a gross-looking lunch again.
Terry, you're still not coming home? Sorry, but I had an early morning, so I'm going to bed.
What? You're telling me that you can't wait for your husband to come home?
You had a nice and slow morning, so it may be okay for you. But I've been up since 4:30. I want to clean the house and stuff tomorrow. So I want to go to bed early.
No. My colleagues say that their wives always wait for them to come home. You should do at least that much too.
Your colleagues' wives are almost all housewives, aren't they? So they have more time. I wish you wouldn't compare me, who works full-time, to them.
Don't make excuses. At my colleague's Mike's house, which is where I am, his wife makes us feel at home and makes us all kinds of appetizers. They're all delicious, and the alcohol just keeps coming.
Okay, well, good for you. You were telling me Mike's wife is a housewife. I bet her cooking is delicious.
Yeah, it's so good. It's completely different from the nasty food you make.
How dare you say such a thing? The way you always compare me and always want what you can't have, doesn't that make you feel imperfect?
All you have to do is become a decent wife and do what you're supposed to do. Compared to my colleagues' wives, you're just defected goods. That's why you annoy me like this.
What the heck? So you want to say it's my fault?
Who else is at fault? Anyways, there's a get-together at our place next time, so you better prepare some appetizers too.
What? Wait a second. Why our place? You can't just say that out of the blue.
So aren't I telling you that it's next week? You have a week, so you should be able to prepare. Seriously, don't make any weird food. At the same time, it'll seem strange if it's all store-bought. You really better make some delicious food. You got it?
I said wait a second. I have work as usual, you know? You're telling me to get home from work and then prepare for your get-together?
Can't you do that much? But like, aren't I nice enough to not just bring over somebody without notice? I'm telling you what day they're coming over, so I wish you would be appreciative.
You want me to be appreciative. If you're so worried about my cooking, you should just go to a bar. Why do you have to bring them over?
I'm having a get-together at my colleague's place today. So naturally, the next one became our place. So what? You want me to decline? You're telling me to say, let's go to a bar because my wife can't cook? Are you trying to make me look bad again after that lunch you made?
It's not like that.
You're my wife, so just shut up and listen to me. Okay, bye.
Wait, Terry! Wait! Don't just decide everything. Hey! Did everyone go home? I mean, did they take the train? I said I would give you guys a ride, but you insisted on walking it off.
Hey, you. Don't you have anything to say to me?
What? Anything to say?
Don't play dumb. I'm not going home tonight.
What do you mean? Wait. Are you mad about something?
No crap. I told you so many times not to make me a fool in front of my colleagues. This time, I'm really not forgiving you. I'm really pissed off today.
Hang on a second. What? Did I do something? I really don't know why you're so mad.
What? You put out that nasty food. How many times do you have to make me look like a fool in front of my colleagues? Is it on purpose? Did you purposely put out that disgusting food to embarrass me?
No, I didn't. I really tried my best. Besides, all of your colleagues said it was really tasty. Everybody was praising me.
Of course, that was all to be polite. When I went over to Mike's last week, the food looked more delicious. I was so embarrassed. It's all your fault if I stick out at work.
Hey, you're overthinking this. Your colleagues cleaned their plates and went home. I don't think anyone is thinking that much about it. Wasn't everyone drinking and having a good time? Even if the food was nothing special, I don't think that would make you stick out. That'll never happen.
What? What do you know? I was definitely heading towards a position to be made fun of. And I was supposed to redeem myself with the get-together. How can you do this?
Knock it off! You should have made it yourself if you were going to be picky. You're always comparing me to your colleagues' wives. You just want to hound me, don't you?
Huh? Why are you the one who's getting upset? I'm the one who should be pissed.
Fine. Do whatever. If you're not coming home, that's fine with me. Stop pushing me around. Bye.
Hey, Madison, don't ignore me. Hey, answer me, you piece of trash wife. I'm going on a business trip from tomorrow. You better make sure everything is ready for me to leave tomorrow.
Wait. Didn't I tell you that I'm going out for dinner with a friend? I just met up with her, so I'm coming home late tonight.
What do I care? Just do it when you get home.
I want to go to bed when I get home because I have work tomorrow. Sorry, but can't you get your own things ready for this business trip?
What? What the heck are you saying? You call that being my wife? Who do you think you are?
What? Why do I have to get yelled at like this? In the beginning, you used to get ready yourself for your business trips. Why are you making me do it? Even though you can do it yourself.
My colleagues' wives all get their stuff ready for them when going business trips. So that's what women do, right?
What about single people?
Huh?
Men with wives might get to have their things ready for them. But there are single people, right? So what, those people just don't go on business trips?
No.
You too. You didn't go on business trips before we got married? Oh, or did your mom get your things ready for you? Oh my gosh, really? You used to be able to do it by yourself when we first got married. I wonder if I was seeing things.
Don't make fun of me. Of course I can get my own stuff ready. I'm just saying that if you have a wife, that's the wife's job.
Ugh, so stupid. Why do you have to ask your wife to do things when you can do them yourself? You can do it yourself, right? Then do it. Even if I did it, you would just complain.
Don't keep talking back to me. Listen, my colleagues' wives will do just as they're told without complaining. You want to be a decent wife too, right? If you get my stuff ready for me, I'll tell everyone at work that you're a good wife.
No thanks.
What? Don't be modest. Wouldn't it make you happy to have your husband brag about what a good wife he has?
Not really. I would be kind of half forced to do it, so being praised about that wouldn't really mean anything to me.
I'm going out on a limb here for you. You better cut it out. You'll fail me as a wife?
There you go again, threatening me whenever you don't like something. Do you call that a marriage?
If you want to stay married, you better work at it. Anyways, get my things ready for my business trip, got it? Hey, I'm almost at the station. I'm tired and my colleague and I were drinking, so come pick me up. Hey, are you listening? Answer me. Your husband's trying to reach you.
Excuse me, what time do you think it is? It's past midnight.
What do I care? I'm over here tired from my business trip. I wanted to drink some more, but had to wrap it up because of the last train. Whatever. Just get over here and pick me up, you dumb wife.
You better cut it out. I am neither your maid nor your butler. Don't think that I would do whatever you want when it suits you.
What did you say to me? It's the day your husband gets home from his business trip. And you can't listen to him?
Please consider the time. I have work tomorrow too. I was sleeping until a second ago. You woke me up with all of your messages and calling.
Don't blame it on others. It was wrong of you to go to sleep before your husband got home in the first place. I got back really tired from work. You should be welcoming me home.
I was working today too.
Anyone can do your low-level job. Don't compare it with my business trip. Just hurry up and come pick me up. My colleagues' wives are all here to pick them up, you know.
Then why don't you marry someone else?
What? What are you talking about? What happened all of a sudden?
You want someone to pick you up, right? Sorry, but I'm not picking you up at this hour. If you're going to complain about that, why don't you find someone who won't mind? And marry them.
Hey, don't joke around about stuff like that. I mean, you're the one who's going to struggle if we split up. Don't say such a thing so lightly.
I'm not saying it lightly. I'm saying it because I really think that's okay.
Huh? Hey, you better cut it out. It's your fault because you can't be a decent wife. I'm saying all of this because it's what you get.
Aren't you essentially misunderstanding this? You compare me to the wives of your colleagues? But what about you?
What? Me? What are you talking about?
I was listening to you guys talk the other night. Your colleagues really cared about their wives. They said they would help out with the house chores, and they really cared for each other. But you yell at me and make me look stupid. You compare me to others. And yet you want me to be like the other wives? Get out of here!
Hey, Madison, what's the matter? Today you're acting kind of...
I'm telling you to take a look at your own rotten personality before you go judging others. You piece of trash husband!
What? It's your fault because you don't serve me. Fine, you're a failed wife. Get out!
You don't have to tell me. I'm done with people like you. I hope you marry someone who will slave for you next time. Terry kept calling me persistently, but I ignored all of his calls and drove to my parents' house. Thankfully, their house was close to mine, so I could commute to work with no problem. Terry came to my parents' house to apologize, but I had no intention of forgiving him. So I made him sign the divorce papers on the spot and divorced him. Since Terry can't do a single house chore, he wears a wrinkled shirt and buys his lunch every day to work. How did he become more useless than before we got married? I hope I can find a partner who will treat me as their equal, someone who actually cares about me.